Welcome to part 2 of our look at the results of the recent NHK broadcast of the Super Sentai voting campaign. If you don't know what the heck I'm talking about, go check out the last video we did. We explained it all there. In this video, we're going to be talking about the top ranked Rangers in the span of the 50 years of Super Sentai. There's a lot here. There's actually they list 100, the top 100 Rangers. I'm not going to read all 100 Rangers because that's a lot, so I will leave links in the description below, but I will read the top 30 at least. So I'm going to go through 32-11 real quick, and then we'll get into the top 10. Alright, let's start this off with number 30, Boon Black from Boon Boonger. 29, Gao Silver from Gao Ranger. 28, Deca Red from Deca Ranger. 27, Time Fire from Time Ranger. 26, Goju Wolf from Gozyuger. 25th, Kyoryu Gold from Kyoryuger. 24, Abare Killer from Aba Ranger. 23, Tokyu Rokugo from Tokyuger. 22, Boon Blue from Boon Boonger. 21, Boken Red from Bokenger. 20, Ao Ranger from Go Ranger. 19, Tokyu Ichigo from Tokyuger. 18, Aka Ranger from Go Ranger. 17, Boon Violet from Boon Boonger. 16, Boon Orange from Boon Boonger. 15, O Kuwagata Oger from king-ohger. 14, Kuwagata Oger from king-ohger. 13, Black Condor from Jetman. 12, Papillon Oger from king-ohger. And 11, Zenkaiser from Zenkaiger. So it's interesting how some of the Rangers from like the same team are kind of grouped together almost. Like Aka Ranger and Ao Ranger are very close in place. Aka Ranger being 18, Ao Ranger being 20th. So that's interesting. And then we have Boon. We have a lot of Boon Boonger in here. This has to be, and I talked about this in the last video, but this has to be like recency bias. Because like there's no way that like all these Boon Boongers are in the top 30. Like I'm sorry. It's just like really? Boon Orange and Boon Violet are very close to each other. 16 and 17. Boon Blue was 22nd. Boon Black was 30th, and then I'm pretty sure we're going to be seeing Boon Red here in a second. And it sucks because Boon Pink is the best character, in my opinion. Like, she's the best character in the show. But she's not. She's nowhere in here. That's so sad. But it's like, I don't know. It's still, I don't know, man. I don't know. Is Boon Boonger really that good? Like, does it deserve all this love? Like, it deserves love, for sure. But does it deserve this much love? Or do you think it's just recency bias? Let me know in the comments. Kuwagata Oger and O Kuwagata Oger are right next to each other with 14 and 15. That's really interesting. Yeah, shoutouts to them. Shoutouts to the bros, the Stag Beetle bros. They're. Oh man, I hated Racules, man, when he first came out. Oh my gosh, I couldn't stand that dude. But then like, it's amazing how likable they made him. Like they just, oh my gosh. Papillon Oger is also on here, very close to them, 12th place. Very, very awesome to see Papillon. I was expecting Papillon Oger to be in the top because just how popular that character is. But there is one other king-ohger that made it to the top 10 that I could see. And we'll talk about that when we get to the top 10. Very interestingly, Zenkaiser is number 11, and Zenkaiger, like the team, was also placed at 11th place for the team ranking, so that's pretty interesting. Got some good ones in here. Got some Tokyuger love. Tokyu Rokugo coming out at 23. Tokyu Ichigo at 19. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. That's cool. Again, Tokyu Rokugo, I mentioned this in the last video. Tokyu Rokugo is one, if not my favorite, 6th Ranger. He's one of my favorite Rangers. He's funny. He's serious when he needs to be. He's just he's got the gag of like, oh, this will be my place to die or whatever, like, and he's top tier Ranger right there. Some other interesting picks that I would have expected higher, to be honest, like maybe Abare Killer, right? Abare Killer, I believe is a kind of one of the popular ones. Time Fire, I mean Time Fire is 27th place. I think that's fairish, I think. Kyoryu Gold, I mean that one's a good one too. And then we got some reds in here. Deca Red in here. Goju Wolf at 26th place. Like, his show just started not that long ago, and he's already at 26th place. I mean, that could be, again, recency bias as well. You know, the Red Ranger is always the most popular, right? But that's cool. I mean, either way, whatever. I mean, that's cool to see. Cool to see that. And again, respects to the OGs. Once again, Aqua Ranger, Owl Rangers. So super happy to see the OGs getting some love in the top 20s right there. Black Condor is another good one. Black Condor, yeah, I could see him being in the top. We have Boken Red. Like, okay, like we got Deca Red here. Yeah, we got some good ones. We got some good hitters there. Now let's get into the top 10. Number 10 is Lupin Red from Kaito Sentai Lupin Ranger. Very, very cool. Okay, so we got Lupin Ranger. We got, man, hey, yo, Japan loves Lupin Ranger versus Power Ranger. What can I tell you? Like, that show just did wonders here. And it shows. It really shows. Like, that team ranked high in the team section. And now we got Lupin Red here. He's a very cool character. I really liked their fighting style. Lupin Ranger's fighting style is really cool. Am I surprised to see him in the top 10? I think after seeing the team ranking, I would say no. But I think if you were to ask me, like, just right off the bat without even seeing the team ranking, I think I would have been surprised. But I mean, now after seeing that, I could, yeah. I mean, Lupin Red. He's a really cool character, not gonna lie. But who I think is even cooler is at number 9 with Pater and Ichigo. Oh my goodness, what is with these rankings? We got some of the same ones in the same show or in the same team are like really close together in these rankings. Is really interesting. But yes, Pater and Ichigo, the GOAT. Oh my goodness, Keiichiro, very I love that man. He's he's so cool. I'm a Power Ranger guy myself. I'm Team Power Ranger, absolutely. And he is one of my all-time favorite Rangers in general. Like, I just absolutely love how that character was played out. Like, he was super serious and had but a huge sense of justice, wanted to help people. His heart was in the right place. And at the end, he really wanted to help the Lupin Rangers with kind of their struggles and everything. And it's, oh man, he's such a GOAT, man. He's so, oh man, yeah, he's great. He's a great character. But I am surprised that he ranked higher than Lupin Red. I thought Lupin Red would have ranked higher than Pater and Ichigo. Like, I seriously would have thought that. I feel like Lupin Ranger gets more love. I mean, obviously, like, right, Lupin Ranger is like the main team when comparing the two teams on that show. Like, Lupin Ranger is more of the focus. They're more, the more of the story-driven team out of the two. So, I would have thought that would have translated into the results, but apparently not. So, that's pretty cool. I mean, not that, it's just, comparing these two Reds at least. That doesn't really go for, like, the whole team or the whole show, as a whole. Yeah, super cool. I'm happy that Pater and Ichigo was just a little bit higher than Lupin Red, I'm not gonna lie. And also just touching on that story-driven aspect, like, I think that's why I like the Power Rangers more, is because Lupin Ranger, while they did get more of the story, the Power Rangers got more of the characters, I would say. Like, they got more of the character personalities and the arcs. Yeah, they were more character-driven, and that made me care about them more as characters. Just wanted to kind of throw that in there. And I did vote for Pater and Ichigo. I did vote for him. So, again, very happy to see him in the top 10. Number 8 is Gokai Blue from Gokaiger. Yes! Oh my goodness. I mean, obviously, Gokaiger is Gokaiger. Gokaiger is the number 1 Sentai, according to this ranking of this, according to the results, right? But not only that, also, I mean, Gokai Blue's actor is very popular nowadays. Like, he's in everything. You see him everywhere. I see him on commercials and TV shows and things like that. So that probably helped out. But, Gokai Blue, he's a GOAT. Like, come on. He's so cool, right? He recently came back in Boom Boonger, so that probably helped, I would say. Like, he's still pretty fresh in people's minds. So that probably bumped him up a little bit as well. Would I have put him in the top 10? Maybe not, to be honest, just because there's so many good characters in Sentai, like 50 years of Sentai, you know? Yeah, probably not, but am I mad at that? No, I'm not mad at this at all. And very interestingly enough, number 7, we got Boon Red. Now, this is interesting because Gokai Blue and Boon Red are part of like the same agency. That was kind of talked about when Gokai Blue showed up in Boon Boonjer. That they kind of made it that a point to come across. But like, yeah, very interesting that these two are kind of grouped together. But yeah, Boon Red again, Boon Boonjer. Again, this has to be no hate to Taya or anything at all. Like his character is just fine. I think they could have done more with him. It seems like, you know, they kind of were going somewhere with him, but I feel like they could have gone deeper with his character and with his backstory and everything. Putting Boon Red at number 7, I just when there's just so many other, there's plenty of other characters that I would have put. I'm sorry, like it's gotta be recency bias. There's no way that all this Boon Boonjer stuff ranks so high, and it's the most recent season. Like, I'm sorry if you love Boon Boonjer, good on you. I like Boon Boonjer. I'm not saying I don't love it, but like, this has to be recency bias, right? I mean, come on, just let me know in the comments, please. Number 6, we got Kyoryu Red from Gozyuger. Oh my goodness, Gozyuger. Yeah, I mean, this makes sense, right? Gozyuger. I mean, Daigo was pushed really, really hard in Gozyuger. He was like, it was a very red-centric Sentai. Even though they had like 9 other Rangers to work with. But hey, you know, whatever. Hey, whatever. You know, they made it a point to make him like super strong and super perfect compared to the other ones. And that was like his flaw or whatever. But like, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Kyoryu Red. I mean, he's cool. He's a cool guy. He got this thing. Where'd it go? He's right here. Wow, I love this thing. I love this thing so much. And, you know, the 10th anniversary movie with king-ohger, that was a lot of fun. Now we're getting to the top 5. These picks, honestly, aren't super surprising. Like, these make sense, honestly. Well, let's just get into them. Number 5, we got Deca Master from Deca Ranger. Oh my goodness, yes. Very, very nice. Yeah, I would have put him in the top 5 for me too. Honestly, like, he is a great character. His suit is so cool. Oh my gosh, absolutely top 5 suits in Sentai, hands down, no questions asked. It's amazing. His first fight, his debut fight, is one of the most iconic fights in all of Sentai. You know, even in Power Rangers too, I would say, right? Shadow Ranger, like, that was pretty dope. His sword, D-Sword Vega, is really, really cool. Again, his character is good. He's a mentor to the Rangers and a Ranger himself. I want to say he's like the first of that kind, really, right? Was there a Ranger / mentor beforehand? I mean, we had like Ranger-like allies and things like that, but like, I think he might have been the first of his kind. I don't know. I could be missing someone, but that might be right. And his case was really interesting because he was a 6th Ranger, but not like the 6th Ranger, you know? Like, he was introduced as a 6th Ranger, but then when Deca Break came along, he was actually the 6th Ranger. So that was pretty interesting there. They made Deca Master more of a special type of hero, which I'm not mad about because he's a special dog. He's a dog too. I forgot to point that out. He's a dog. So that's also great. Hey, listen. Hey, Deca Master, hands down. I would have put him in the top 5 easily. Number 4, we got the highest ranking king-ohger, Spider Kumonos from king-ohger. Oh my goodness, yes. I am not surprised about this one either. Spider Kumonos was very popular, especially amongst the ladies. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, when I went to the king-ohger pop-up shop and the live, the final live tour, the ladies love them. I'm sorry. they really do. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw the votes and the majority of the votes were from women. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, there were a lot of women kind of surrounding like his his like goods, his keychains, and all that stuff. Like they were buying all that stuff. I'm pretty sure something sold out. One of Spider Kumonos' things sold out, and I kept seeing like especially a bunch of girls and women just going going there and getting his stuff. Which hey, that's awesome. But I love Spider Kumonos too, man. Like he's cool. His suit is great. He's getting a figure arts soon. That's really cool. I want it, but I have other stuff to buy, as you can see. You can also argue that this could potentially be recency bias. But you could also argue that king-ohger is really cool, so let's just stick with it. Let's just stick with that. king-ohger is just a tiny bit older from Boom Boomger. That's my leeway. That's the little leeway we got going on there. But for real, king-ohger just absolutely did wonders here in Japan. It just really did. I talked about that in the last video. Again, go check out the last video if you haven't already. But yeah, Spider Kumonos, Spider-Man. Let's go. Coming in at third place is Don Momotaro from Don Brothers. I am not surprised about this one. Don Momotaro has become a fan favorite in recent years. It's going to be interesting to see, like, if they do something like this a few years from now, like maybe like for the 60th anniversary, it would be interesting to see how much the results change. And if, like, especially some of these newer characters like Spider Kumonos and Don Momotaro are still in like at least the top 10, you know. But yeah, Don Momotaro, I mean, everyone loves him. I mean, he's super strong. I mean, even though he died 3 times, but hey, you know, whatever. Like you know, his whole shtick of like just, you know, being someone who is unique and knowing that he is someone unique and that, you know, after he dies, no one else is going to replace him. Like, that whole thing, I think, really attracted people. I would say I'm not the biggest fan of Don Momotaro, or even Don Brothers in general, and I did talk about it in the last video. But, again, I could see why he's in the top 5. Something I discovered about myself recently is that I am not, like, a huge fan of red-centric Sentai, like Ninja or even Kyoryuger. Like, Kyoryuger I do like for other reasons. But Gozyuger, I mean, it might be in my top 10, but it might not be, honestly. But I still like it a lot. But yeah, like Ninja and even Don Brothers, like, it was still, you know, it was very red-centric. Even though, you know, the other characters had their own arcs and stuff like that. But I guess, like, not necessarily even red-centric, but more like a show where the red is just so powerful, you know, compared to the other team members. So, like, I get red is, like, usually the center, right? But, like, when the red is, like, just so much more powerful that it almost makes the other team members, like, useless. It's kind of like, to me, I'm just like, nah. I like Sentai because they work as a team and they all work together and stuff like that. So, I don't know, hey, you know, that's me. I don't know. Number 2 is Gokai Red from Gozyuger. Oh my goodness. Yo, to be fair, I would have expected Gokai Red to be number 1, but at the same time, I'm also not surprised that there are other characters in Sentai that I could have seen as number 1 for sure. But hey, Gokai Red is number 2, so he's still up there. He's still up there. Gokai Red is my personal favorite ranger. Like, he's a goat. I'm so jealous at all the people at Power Morphigun. I got to meet him in the States. I live in Japan where he lives, but I haven't met him. But all y'all in the States get to meet. How does that make sense? I got the Gokyuger flag back there. I am contemplating on getting a Gokai Red wall scroll. They sell those on Premium Bandai. That might have to happen one day. I love his suit. I love his whole character, his whole vibe. During the time of Gokyuger, I would like kind of mimic his like his poses and his stance and everything, because I just thought he was so cool. Like, I mean, he is cool. I still think he's cool. So, man. And number 1 here on the list is Shinken Red from Shinkenger. Oh my goodness, not the female Shinken Red, but you know, the male one. Very interesting that he surpassed Gokai Red, but at the same time, that makes sense. Shinken Red, especially back then, was very well received, very well loved. The show itself, Shinkenger was also very well loved. I remember back in the day watching that, and that was just so good. And I was really like, dang, Shinken Red's really cool. And it probably also helped that his actor is also very, very popular now. He's very famous. You see him on everything. If Gokai Blue's on everything, Shinken Red is definitely on everything. So, that's cool. It's interesting to seeing like kind of the more serious type of Reds place higher on these rankings. Even though I thought more like loud, eccentric Reds were more popular, especially maybe more with children. I don't know who's necessarily voting for this stuff. I think there's stats and everything, but I think more adults are voting on this kind of stuff. Which in that case, that makes sense. I feel like kids would probably end up voting for more of the recent stuff. Pretty recent stuff, probably. Things that they remember. Because they're kids and they're like 4 or whatever. Ain't none of them gonna be voting for Aka Ranger. Like, come on, let's. But Shinken Red. Hey, I'm not mad at that at all. I will accept the results of this campaign. I'm kind of gonna just scroll down here and kind of see past 30 just as. Wow, you know what? Okay, so Jewel Eagle is number 31. 30. I would have expected him to be higher, honestly, on the list. It seems like Jewel Eagle from not Gozyuger, king-ohger is. I thought he was more popular, but I guess that's just Twitter tweeting it up, huh? Twitter, English-speaking Twitter loves Jewel Eagle. Very interesting to see that. Even like Go on Red at number 32. I would have thought that he would have maybe placed a little higher than that. But I mean, top 30 or no, top 40s, like that's still pretty good, right? Oni's sister, Oni's sister is the highest ranking female Yellow Ranger. Shoutouts to Oni's sister. I personally like Oni's sister more than Damobutaro, to be honest. I thought she was the better character in Dom Brothers. I think she was probably my favorite character in Dom Brothers. The story revolved around her. She had a good narrative. She had a good story around her. She was very funny. Very funny. Like the faces that she made. She really had that physical kind of comedy going on. She's very, very, very talented actress, I would say. She got me on some good laughs. Dragon Ranger is 37. Deca Yellow is 39. Wow. Man, it's so unfortunate that not a whole lot of women ranked higher. But you know what? Like, women are also voting for men too. So it's like, women voters are also voting for like the male, leads of the show. So it's like it's unfortunate, but that's who Toei and Bandai push more. Like the Reds are more the face, right? It's just unfortunately how it is. But I mean, fortunate or unfortunate, however you see it. But I would like to see more. It would have been nice to see more women rank higher, personally, like Boon Pink. Like if Boon Boon's just gonna be up, like if all Boon Boon's just gonna be up there, you should put Boon Pink up there, Kamakiri Oger I see right here is number 40. Which again, not bad. These numbers are not bad whatsoever when you consider like all of the heroes in Sentai. Like it's a lot of heroes. So Kamakiri Oger, not mad at that though. She's also one of my favorites in king-ohger. Gokai Pink, Red Buster, 46th place, really? I didn't think Red Buster was very well liked, but I mean, Go Busters is pretty well liked, so there you go. Shinken Blue at 47. Okay, sure. Ninja Black at 48. He should have been up there. Yeah, he should have been higher. Ninja Black is a goat. Boon Pink is 49. There she is. Oh my goodness, that is too low. 50th Ninja Red. Interesting that they put Sonoi. Like they put like the Sonoi people from Dawn Brothers. Oh well, they put Rio in this, huh? They did put Rio from Geki Ranger. So, okay, alright, I'll accept it. I was about to say why, but okay, I'll accept it. Yeah, some more Shinkenger. We got Lupin X. Was Lupin X and Patron X separated? I guess so. Interesting. Ninja White is 60th. Wolzard Fire, 61. Gaisorg, 62. Big One, 63. Hey, Other Heroes fan, you remember Big One, right? Yeah, very, very... We got Kitame Green at 69. Gokai Green, 70. Interesting placements. Goju Leon is at 79. Interesting. We got Black Knight. Hey, Black Knight from Ginga Man at 77. Okay. Very interesting. And then 100th place. Who's 100th place? Gosei Red is 100th place, with 99th being Tyranno Ranger from Jew Ranger. Interesting. Okay, so we got Juo of the World, 96th place. Interesting placements. Yeah, there's definitely some Rangers I would have expected higher on the list. I don't even see him in the top 100. I could be wrong. I might have skipped over it. Uh-oh, Gokai Silver is 87th. Ooh. And we got to separate the character from the actor, right? There's Beatbuster at 83rd. Is Stagbuster on here, though? Because Stagbuster is one who I also voted for. We got Maji Red at 65th. That's cool. But yeah, no, I voted for Stagbuster. Stagbuster is one of my favorites of all time as well. He's so funny. He is super underrated, I would say. I think it's because Go Busters is, Go Busters, but it's also ranked higher, so I don't know. But Stagbuster is hilarious. He's great. He is, oh my god, I love him so much, and I wish he placed higher on this. But other than that, I mean, the results seem like they make sense, especially when you have to consider recency biases and things like that. You kind of just have to with these kinds of things. But yeah, very, very interesting results there. Let me know in the comments what you think of the results. Are your favorite Rangers placed high? Were they placed low? Or were there any Rangers that you felt like should have been placed higher? Let me know. I'm very curious. I'll also leave a link to this website in the description below. I don't know if you need a VPN, so you're going to have to check that yourselves. But thank you all so much, everyone, for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. Follow us on our social media below. We also have a Discord, so make flex toys, collectibles, all that good stuff. And we'll see you all next time.